Hello friends, long time no see. Today I will actually review the Glaminatrix Barely Basic eyeshadow palette. I didn't expect to receive this palette, but Monolith, which is a European retailer that sells a lot of indie brands, did reach out to me and did send this palette to me. But I didn't expect this particular palette in my package, so it was a really nice surprise to see it in there. And I have to be honest that when I first saw the promo pics of this palette, I was like, it's a pretty palette, but I don't know if I need it. But the second I saw it in person, I was like, wow, it's so pretty. So I was really excited to dig into it, and I'm happy to report that I have been able to use all of the shades, so I'm very sure about how it performs and all that. And that's what we will go through in this video. I hope that you will enjoy it. So when you are watching this video, Monolith has already launched the palette on their website, but I still wanted to make an informative review where I already did use all of the shades, so you can get a good idea of how the palette performs like. As always with my reviews, I will show you the swatches, the looks I have been creating, and of course telling you my opinions about the product. Let's go. I will roll the swatches first. And now I will roll the clips of the looks I have been creating with this palette. Enjoy! So what I really like about this palette is that it has one row of iridescent shades that are really sparkly, shifty, and goes so well with every shade. It makes the palette a lot more versatile because you can layer the iridescent shades on top of the matte shades or even the other shimmers if you want to. So it's a big plus in my book that it has so many iridescent shades in this palette. You can also use the iridescent shades as highlighters on the cheeks, on the brow bone, on the cupid's bow, in the inner corner, and yeah, basically everywhere you want to use it. Then we also have a row with colored shimmers. They are pretty unique in my opinion. They are really intense and beautiful and sparkly on lids. And the good thing about this shimmer formula is that you can use them both as an opaque shimmer but also as a topper. So if you use your finger and just tap it lightly on the lid, you can get the most light topper effect. But if you use a brush, you can get a really nice opaque effect on the lid, which I really like, because again it gives you a lot more options on how you can do your looks. And last but not least, we have the mattes. At first I was a little bit hesitant about the shades being too similar in tone, but I soon realized the purpose of the shades being quite similar, and I will tell you why. So if you are a beginner when it comes to makeup or blending eyeshadow, or maybe are like me who like to sleep a little bit extra in the mornings, those tones are perfect for an effortless blend within a couple of seconds. Just put them in the crease, blend blend a little bit with the brush and you can call it a day. Normally when you blend eyeshadows you need to add a lot of shades and it can take so much time. So I really appreciate that the shades are similar in tones in this case actually. The people who will love this palette is first of all the neutral lovers, obviously, but also the people who are a little bit scared of color but still want to step their toes in some color. Then we have the grungy lovers like me. I love color and I use it daily, but I still want to have those muted grungy tones from time to time, almost every day to be honest. And I feel like even if you love bright colors, you should give this palette a try because it really surprised me. It really performs excellent on the eyes. I did honestly not expect getting such bold and dramatic looks out of this palette, but I have loved every look I've been creating with it. It has been such a blast creating looks with it because the mattes are so good, they blend effortlessly, they are very pigmented. I really enjoy this matte formula because despite that it is really pigmented, it doesn't have a lot of kick-ups, so I can do my base makeup before I put on eye makeup. And that's something I can't say with all of my eyeshadows because normally when eyeshadow is very pigmented it also has a lot of kick-up, but it's not the case with this Glaminatrix formula and I'm really happy about that because, as I said, I like to use this palette when I have a very limited amount of time or when I want to create something more bold and dramatic, or if I want to look pretty. It's just a very nice versatile palette where you can do a lot of different looks with it. The shimmers are really intense and beautiful on the lids without being too much, if you get what I mean, because some people doesn't love glittery eyeshadows and I wouldn't describe those eyeshadows as glittery, even though that they are very sparkly and dimensional. Another thing that I really enjoy with this palette is that you can either go for a monochromatic look, but you can also mix the colors and create very fun and grungy color stories. I really love the sleek and simple design of the packaging. It's so nice, it feels luxurious and very pretty in my opinion. The eyeshadow pans are magnetic, which is really good because I know that Glaminatrix has released a couple of different palettes with this kind of format, so you can just switch out the shades and create your own palettes with your own twist, which I find really cool. Or if you want to bring them in another magnetic palette. I'm not exactly sure how big those pans are, but if I can find it I will put it on the screen. You also get a big nice mirror in the palette, which is really nice. I have been trying to find something negative to say about this palette, but I really can't find anything, so I would say if you like this color story, go for it, don't sleep on it. It's such a beautiful palette. And I think this was all for this video. Consider to subscribe if you're into indie makeup, colorful makeup, or just want to see me. Have a great day and see you soon. Bye bye!